Hello everyone and welcome to my Hip Hop Gossip For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Diddy goes after opportunity with request to requests court. Sean Diddy of Brushes isn't surrendering easily. Yet again the music tycoon's legal counselors are attempting to spring him from the Metropolitan Detainment Place with another contention under the steady gaze of the U.S. Court of Allures for the subsequent circuit. Diddy and his legitimate group looking to upset a choice that has kept him. Once more the music investor's legal counselors are attempting to spring him from the Metropolitan Detainment Place with another contention under the steady gaze of the U.S. Court of Allures for the subsequent circuit. Diddy and his lawful group looking to upset a choice that has kept him locked in a correctional facility since September 17 on charges sex dealing with charges a general RICO case. With his legitimate group squeezing for his nearby delivery on bail, still up in the air to demonstrate that he is neither a flight risk nor a threat to people in general, as his informers would have the courts accept. The allure, recorded on Tuesday, is a reaction to the region court's questionable choice to deny Brush's pretrial discharge following his September capture. The charges against him are faltering, racketeering intrigue, sex dealing, and highway prostitution. Investigators say Diddy organized a line of unusual freak-off parties where ladies were dealt for sex. Be that as it may, Brush's guard group, drove by lawyer Alexandra A.E. Shapiro, contended that the public authorities case was filled with guess and neglected to represent current realities. From the outset of the examination, Diddy has been proactive in helping out specialists. As soon as WAC 2024, his lawful group reached government examiners to participate in conversations. They educated the public authority regarding Brush's ability to consent to any lawful solicitations, giving up his identification, selling his confidential plane, and in any event, furnishing the public authority with his movement schedules a very long time before he was at any point charged. Shapiro underlined Diddy's obligation to the legitimate cycle. Mr. Brushes found a way remarkable ways to exhibit that he expected to have to deal with and challenge the penalties, not escape, Shapiro noted. She additionally said that Diddy had been forthright with policing the beginning. He is a 54-year-old dad of 7, a U.S. resident, a phenomenally fruitful craftsman, finance manager, and giver, and quite possibly of the most unmistakable individual on the planet, she composed. He represents no possible gamble of flight. In spite of Diddy's endeavors, the public authority moved to keep him, because of a video from 2016 in which Diddy beat down his ex Cassie angrily. Examiners utilized this video, alongside claims of witness altering in common cases, to contend that Diddy represented a danger to the local area and could impede equity whenever delivered. Shapiro, nonetheless, contended that the public authorities' cases, making sense of that the abusive behavior at home episode was almost 10 years old and irrelevant to the ongoing charges. Besides, she focused on that the safeguard had previously exposed the public authorities' allegations of check. The brutality portrayed in the WAC 5, 2016 video was totally different, originating from desire and unfaithfulness a long time back, Shapiro contended, bringing up that Diddy and Cassie had since continued on, with both having finished restoration programs. Diddy's safeguard group additionally hammered the thought that he was a gamble to witnesses, highlighting the broad bail bundle they had proposed. The bundle incorporated a $50 million security got by his $48 million house, GPS checking, home detainment and a total limitation on contact with witnesses. Moreover, they proposed to carry out non-stop checking by a confidential security firm, staffed by previous government specialists and a denial on utilizing telephones or the web. "We'll do whatever should be finished," Shapiro contended. "We can have any convention that Your Honor sees fit." Diddy's lawful group additionally reprimanded the court for neglecting to gauge the necessary legal variables under the Bail Change Act, including the idea of the charges, the heaviness of the proof, and Diddy's own set of experiences. In their view, the court permitted melodrama and untested charges to eclipse current realities, bringing about a treacherous choice to keep him. An appointed authority still can't seem to run the show. Diddy utilized oil and a blade to attack casualty, legal counselor says. Sean Diddy of Brushes is blamed for organizing a rough attack in his home including oil, sexual maltreatment and medication use. Sean Diddy of Brushes is confronting one more allegation of organizing a fierce and upsetting assault that supposedly occurred inside his own home. The chilling subtleties have become known through lawful activity addressing a lady who professes to have been attacked by brushes, his protector, and another person. As per the lady's lawyer, Ariel Mitchell-Kidd, the allegations incorporate unnerving claims demonstrating brushes used a blade and poured an obscure slick substance over the person in question, leaving her vulnerable during a rape. The lady's lawyer, who talked straightforwardly to News Nation in a meeting, uncovered the upsetting grouping of occasions that prompted the assault. "My client was assaulted by Mr. Brushes, his guardian, and another man," the legal counselor said, making sense of that the gathering had supposedly maneuvered the casualty toward visiting Brushes' home, where she persevered through the nerve-wracking attack. They welcomed her to Brushes' home and organized this whole circumstance. The forthcoming claim frames her horrendous trip to somewhere safe after that awful evening, Mitchell-Kidd uncovered. The legal counselor carefully described the situation, portraying how the lady was debilitated after Brushes purportedly splashed her with an oil-like substance during the assault. She at first thought it was corrosive, the legal advisor said. In any case, later, the lady thought that the fluid was, truth be told, a kind of ointment, perhaps bound with a medication. The legal counselor added that the lady's actual response emphatically proposed she had been tranquilized eventually during the assault. Her body went limp, and she was unable to grasp the reason why. Prior at night, she hydrated that tasted off. She accepts the oil utilized during the attack could have contained a medication that delivered her incapable to stand up to. There are, purportedly, additional upsetting subtleties yet to be completely uncovered. Among them is a disturbing association between this case and a more extensive examination concerning Brushes' supposed way of behaving. In WAC 2024, specialists led assaults on his Los Angeles and Miami homes, where they held on to more than 1,000 containers of child oil. While the casualty didn't straightforwardly recognize the oil utilized in her assault as child oil, the legal counselor noticed that Brushes shrouded her in it before the attack started. The held-onto bottles are accepted to be attached to what has been portrayed as oddity-off parties that Brushes purportedly coordinated. As per examiners, these occasions included different types of forced sexual exercises in which medications were supposedly present, including substances conceivably regulated through skin implies. Certain oils can be utilized to apply drugs like GHB straightforwardly through the skin, the legal advisor made sense of, referring to her client's abrupt actual breakdown. The full degree of what happened that evening will totally stun anybody who peruses the total legitimate protest. Albeit extra charges are piling up around Brushes, with up to 120 reputed claims including different charges, the attorney avoided affirming whether comparable cases about medications or oils are available in different cases. In the midst of the developing mumble of fights in court approaching over the hip bounce tycoon, he is planned to show up in court Wednesday, having to deal with sex stealing and racketeering penalties. These charges, as indicated by investigators, incorporate getting sorted out the oddity-off parties, shipping casualties across state lines, pressuring members into sexual demonstrations,